Hello everyone, Sam is from myforecastmagicweb.com. I'm making this a small video as a weekly recap. So let's get started. The week started on the 26th July 2021, and this is the first trade, the pound yen 20-minute chart buy order here. SL move to break even and 80 pip, right? And this is the setup. This yellow is above the black, this yellow line, and then this indicates all the way down. Price making higher low, and red candle turns into blue, and we open the trade if in the direction of the trend. This was a nice trend trade as well, and then before that also I had a nice long pound yen. Not too many trades this week, but the big one, couple of are very big, and that's how it is. So pound Aussie on the 27th for 125 pip. You can see that this was a very nice entry here, right? And but this one, like I said before, I explained it, so that I had it, and then when the price moved over there, so I moved by SL to break even plus, and this took it out. But then again, I got in here because it was also a long setup, and this one, so I got out here at break even, and then again 125 pip. So most of the time that happens, even if my SL hit. That's how it is. This one is the big one. I was talking about 27th July. Beautiful trade here at the entry, right? Nice and clean entry here. And here also, by the way, that same thing happened. See this one? I had an entry here, and then boom, I got out. So probably like 20 pip loss. And then again, I took this one and 190 pip. So that happened all the sometimes your SL hit, but if you play by the rule and take all the setups that shows up in the direction, yes. Okay, pound Nuzi again the next day. See this one? This was the first one here, all the way here. Then it wobbled here again a little bit on the 28th. Got in here again and 85 more pips. And then on the 29 EUR-USD buy order here. So very typical, but you see this here, the yellow was below, and then all of a sudden here the cross happened here, and then the price came down here and it went up. I had my SL here, and it went up, it came down, and then it went up. That was for 90 pip. And then last but not least, on the 30th, this is the only one that I had. On the 30th, Euro Aussie. Again, this was traveling nice and clean. I even posted on my Telegram that it's going to bounce from 60.72, and it did. So my entry was here, and I closed on the 30th Friday, right here for 90 pip. So these are the only trades that I had this week. And but for the next week, I just want to show something here. The pound index chart, pound index weekly chart. This is the one I'm looking at right now. We close on Friday like this, and I think that probably if we're gonna drop all the way here. But I also have a concern about this sideways movement, and the way I'm looking at it, that if we don't drop below 68, 61, and for example, like let me show you the daily chart first. The daily chart is like this, okay? And it's simple chart, plain and simple. So what I'm looking at is an Elliott wave perspective. This could be A, and then again, it's like, B or C, whatever, I mean, this one, this, and this, it could be wave A and B, or but what I see here is that this is like wave 1, 2, and this is wave 3, and we have sideways movement. This is looks like wave 4. Okay, so if this is wave 4, then we have one more wave coming up to the upside for wave 5. Right, so it is very important to watch this one here, that if we are going to go down, if not, then I think that wave 5 could easily end up at 72.40, or it may go up to 74.59 or even higher. Right, so this is wave 4. This is, you can see, is this whole thing, you can see A, and then A, B, C, B, and then wave C, and it's 5 wave. So this up move is A, then A, B, C, B, and that's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That will end up with C. Maybe here, maybe this one is the target, or like I said, then even higher to 7707, 7888. It all depends on the funding that we're going to get. So be aware of this. Be careful. 68, 61, I will be watching that very closely. And if anything, if we're going to start dropping below that, then, just below that, I would say, see, we bounce from this big number, 65, 68. This is the low here. Okay, so it is a very big number. So we bounced, we went up, and we hit this TL here, right, just below 70.82, and kind of pulling down. But that was maybe the Friday. Now, 40-minute chart, you can see here very easily. These are the numbers I'm concerned about that is going to drop here. And this yellow is above the black. So we're going to see a long setup, 40-minute long setup, which is usually a very powerful thing. And it's going to drop here into this area, 68, 61, 68, 41. And then probably going to bounce and go for wave 5 to the upside. Okay, that's one. So first it's going to drop, then it's going to go up. Now that little drop, we're going to make those pound pairs turn to the downside, except euro pound. Pound is the other side on that. But all the pound pairs have pound on the left hand side. So pound index dropping, all pound pairs gonna drop a little bit, right? And to create that 40-minute long setup. So I have a couple of pound pairs short already from the top, from 7-minute chart. And I'm going to probably see, on Monday or Tuesday what happened and how far it's going to go down. So, as soon as it comes down around in the area of like maybe, 40-minute setup here, maybe into this area, then I will close those and then I'll see if we're going to continue dropping or go to the upside, right? So what happens is usually that we come in, like for example, we will come into this area, then we will go up a little bit, and then that would be a short setup on a 20-minute chart, and then it's a whole new game starts there between 40, 20, and 7. So it's then we'll take the entries from 7-minute chart. So, but that's how it is right now. Be very careful. It's gonna drop first and then probably bounce again. And like I said, they go for all those big numbers up there. Okay, that's wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The rule of alternation is also in effect here because for example, usually what happens is that the wave 2 is like ABC fashion, right? A, B, C, D, E. But what happened? If that happened, like Gertley pattern or a bad pattern happened in wave 2, then you have a sharp drop in wave 4. But if you have sharp drop in wave 2, then you have a sideways correction in wave 4. So you can see here, this is a sharp drop. And then let me open up a little bit more, and then I'll show you something. Whoops, that would mess things up. Now I can show it to you here. You see this? Let me open up a little bit. Okay. Now you see this. This is wave 1 and this is wave 2, right? And then wave 3. Wave 3 also have 5 waves. So we can see that here you have wave 1 and wave kind of like wave 2. Then this whole wave is wave 3. Then A, B, C, wave 4, and wave 5. Right? So that's the end of wave 3. Then you have this wave 4 going on right now. So this is wave 1, the big one, wave 2. Oh, sorry, wave 1, wave 2. Then this whole thing is wave 3. Now it could be wave A, B, C, wave 4. And then you can see that this whole version, big version, this is the big version, is right there, a small version here. You see that? Within that, it's up there, and then you have, A, B, C, and 5. This is the whole thing. You have A, B, C, and then 5 will come up maybe somewhere here. That's what I'm looking at. So let's see what happened. And just be careful. Like I said, that I made the chart that it's probably going to drop. If I'm wrong, then, in that scenario, if my scenario to the upside is wrong, then obviously this is the place where we're going to drop. But more and more looks like that we have wave 1, 2, 3, 4 in place, and wave 5 is underway, which will end up somewhere here. And then all pound pair will go up. So maybe when the market opens up, the pound is going to weaken a little bit, sending all the pairs to the downside, making the setup, the long setups, and then bounce again. So all those pairs will go up again. So first, a little bit down, then up. That's what's going to happen for next week with pound pairs. Be careful. Take care of yourself and your family, and be safe. All right. So talk to you guys later. Maybe Sunday I will do the webinars. I don't know. Yeah. For my subscriber, basically. So this is it for now. Thanks for watching, and have a wonderful, wonderful weekend.